And welcome back to Conan Exiles Rebirth. I'm the gray-haired gamer, your host, and today we are back again in the ancient and mysterious Isle of Sipta. Now, to start off this episode, I do want to make a pretty major announcement that I am seriously considering ending this stream completely, ending coverage of this game completely, that our view count and everything on Twitch has just been pretty dismal, and even on YouTube the view count is a bit higher, but it's still pretty bad. So if you do want to continue seeing this game, continue seeing our coverage, you need to let me know. Now, if you're watching on Twitch, you can follow and send a whisper. If you are on YouTube, you can give that thumbs up button, you can leave a comment, but if things continue the way they are with very dismal numbers, 0 likes on YouTube, 0 comments, I'm not gonna consider wasting my time producing videos that no one's gonna watch. So with that being said, if you want to keep seeing this video, this stream, with this game, then please reach out to me, let me know. Like I said, otherwise I'm going to spend my time in more productive ways covering other games. So with that being said, let's move on into our adventure. Now, we did get a little bit of some things built here. We're not totally happy with them just yet. We may change some things around, but we were noticing a lot of our items, a lot of our benches disappearing after 2 days just because they were not built on foundations. So we did clean up a lot of that. We got this little work area set up. We got some of our benches put back in place, and we're going to continue on with that. We did manage to get ourselves a gate, and we started some outer walls with foundations, because we've had folks like this jackwagon right over here that's building right up in our shit, and is probably just sitting back waiting for us to leave this stream so he can take over this island just like we took it over from someone else who left. So let's see what we got going on here now. We need to continue. Yeah, I'm not liking these awnings at all. So we're just going to destroy them right now. Now, there is one new feature that came out with the People of the Sun, or People of the Dragon. The new DLC just the other day is, instead of destroying the items, the building pieces, when you want to move them or take them down, if they are at 100%, if they have not taken any damage, you do have the option to put them back in your inventory, where previously you had to destroy it and recraft it and put it in a new place. So that is one pretty cool new feature. So we have our furnaces set back up, and we have our carpenter's bench, and we're going to get them constructing some more building pieces so we can continue on building our walls. We did upgrade our storage here a bit with some of the large chests. You can see, but we still have a lot of work to do here. Now let's see, let's pick this up. We do have a little bit of building materials here already. We have some shaped wood, we have some iron reinforcements, and as well we should have some bricks. We're just going to organize this a little bit. Yeah, there are bricks. But it looks like we need quite a few more of the iron reinforcements, and we go through a lot of bricks building these things, so we're going to need more of that. So we want to get some iron production going. We need to go harvest some. Our tools are in pretty good shape. We are going to pick up a little bit of healing potion. And now, since we have 2 furnaces, we can separate that out and have one producing iron and one producing bricks. Before, when we only had one, the furnace prioritizes the materials and will produce all of the iron first before it produces even one brick. So that wasn't really working for us. We need both of them equally. So by separating them, we can now have them both producing at the same time. So we want to go get us some stone and get us some more iron, get those furnaces working. Then we'll get our blacksmith bench set back up and get them producing our iron reinforcements. Well, we could use a little bit of coal, but we're okay on that for right now. More important is to get our iron. And why are we lagging so bad? Normally you only lag in multiplayer when you approach someone else's buildings. So of course we're going to go grab up the easy stuff here. And I am over encumbered already, seriously. Alright, let's see if we can give to our companion. Drop that. And drop that. Alright, now we're back down to 65%. And as well, we can drop one of those. Drop that into our quick slot inventory. So that'll should reduce down our encumbrance a little bit as well. Alright, now we're in a little better shape. And we have Mr. Hippo the Hippo saying hello, hello, hello. Well, hello to you, sir. How are you doing today? And I believe actually to get more iron we need to go up around the other direction. Mr. Hippo says, I'm good. How about you? Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. We had a great hunt last night on the Hunter Call of the Wild, our last episode, man. We were laying them out. My goodness. And now today we're back in Conan Exiles. At the beginning of the episode, I did make an announcement to everyone that with the Conan Exiles stream, man, our numbers on Twitch are horrid. They are a little better on YouTube. We're getting a little more views, but we're not getting any likes, any subscriptions out of it, no comments. So we announced to everyone who could be watching that if I'm thinking about ending this stream and going over to a different game. So if you want to keep seeing this game being covered, then please let me know. Because, I don't really want to, I enjoy this game, but I can enjoy it just as well playing offline, playing single player, that I don't want to spend all my time making videos that no one's going to watch. We did go to a fair amount of trouble researching a lot of quick XP techniques and tips and tricks. We even made a couple special videos showing those off. And even those videos, just the numbers were horrible. We did recently just pick up a few new subscribers on our YouTube channel, and I truly appreciate each and every one of those people that subscribe and help support the channel. You know, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I'm not going to be making videos for something that no one's going to watch. But we are going to keep continuing with our Hunter Call of the Wild game. We're really enjoying that. So never fear about that one going away. But we just might consider switching out Conan Exiles and considering starting a second stream for DC Universe Online superhero game. It's excellent. I've been playing that game since the beginning, and they just made some big changes to make basically all of their story content free to play now. It used to be all pay to play, and they did add another new feature on there because a big thing with the DC Universe is you have basically raids that are end game content, and there are single person ones, solos, duos for 2 people. There are raids for 4 people, and then the big raids for 8 people. And when the game was at its height, it was not really a problem to be able to find other people playing the same content that you were and get a group together very quickly. But over time, the population shrunk, and so it became harder and harder to get into a lot of the content, especially the 4 and 8-man raids. And they just added a new kind of, I don't want to say a new system, but like a new augment, where you can get AI partners like buddies or companions like we have here in Conan. So now you can jump in right there as a solo player. It automatically doubles the amount of content you can play, because you can now play the solos and you can play the 2-man ones immediately without having another person. And so it also makes getting into the 4-man raids a whole lot easier. So we are thinking of swapping this Conan Exiles out for the DC Universe. If we get some good response that people want to keep seeing Conan, then we will continue on with that. But if I don't get any response, yeah, we're going to probably drop this stream. I'll go back to playing it in single player mode, where I don't have to compete with other players building all up on me. I don't have to worry about the lag. I don't have to worry about fighting for spots. Then we got APC Burning Ned on chat saying, "Hi mate. Hey, how's it going, APC? How you doing today? How's things out in Australia?" Oh man, yeah, our pick is pretty well beat up. We're going to have to repair that. But yeah, we managed to get a little bit built here. We got our front gate here started. We're getting some walls started. Like I said, we got our little crafting area also started. We're probably going to redo a little bit of it We're not quite happy with that. And APC says he's good playing Hunter Call of the Wild. Also, he's hung over. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Oh man, I still remember many a nights when I was younger, going to work early in the morning, hungover, and in fact, sometimes still drunk from the night before. So yeah, I'm no stranger to that. And that's actually a pretty big reason why I basically cut down and almost quit drinking. It's not because I didn't like being drunk. I do like, being a little tipsy and having fun, but man, I just couldn't take the hangovers anymore. You go out for 3 hours, 4 hours in one night, and it'd take you a day to recover. So that APC says he is hungover on Jim Beam, 6.7%, 3 cans. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it for you. See, I cut out the middleman. I would go straight for the Jim Beam whiskey itself, or the Jack Daniels. Actually, some of the best whiskey I ever drank in my life was Jim Beam. That it was the 10-year-old Jim Beam, okay, and it was an ex-boss of mine. We were finished work for the day, and he's like, "Hey, come on in. We'll relax, chill out, and have a little drink or two." And he pulled out this 10-year-old bottle of Jim Beam. It was originally 10 years old, but it had been sitting in his cabinet for 15 years. So it was 25-year-old Jim Beam, and man, it was the smoothest, best tasting whiskey that I ever drank. And we ended up between 4 of us, we ended up killing the bottle. Ooh, Wild Turkey. Oh, I know Wild Turkey too. Oh, that stuff can get rough. That stuff can get very, very rough. Well, what happened here? There we go, repair. Yeah, a couple of my friends, way back in the day, we used to go out to this bar every Wednesday night for wing night. And we made it literally like a wing night, that we would go out, jump in his car, and head out. It was like an hour drive to get to this bar. And he would invariably pull out a bottle of like Wild Turkey or Old Crow out from under his seat. And we would start hitting that before we even got to the bar. APC says Wild Turkey is great. Not really. LOL. Yeah, it is. It's not in my top 5 either. But it'll do the job. It'll get you hammered, but so will paint thinner. All right, so let's see. We got bricks producing now. They'll be working for a while. We got iron producing here. That'll be working for a little while. We do want to set up our blacksmith bench. It's right there. So we can get those iron reinforcements started. And then we'll be able to get back into doing some building. One other thing we need to do pretty quickly here is we still have a thrall in one of our benches, our Wheel of Pain, and he has run out of food. He's stopped. So we need to whip him up some gruel here real quick and get it going again. But we have enough of that here right on our little island. As well, we do want to take a quick survey of the island, make sure no one's trying to encroach up in our space. Last episode we did put a couple more foundations down with some fences up, just to make sure we have this island secured. And yeah, it looks like we're pretty safe here. As I have said before, multiplayer, you have a chance to meet some really cool people, but for every cool person you meet, odds are there's going to be an asshole somewhere, and this game sadly is no exception. And we managed to gain a level. That's cool. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. Now we do have to get our little cook fire placed down, and it's in one of these boxes somewhere. No? Did we destroy it? Maybe we did. I think maybe we did. So for that we just need a bit of stone and a bit of wood. If it's gone, yeah, it's gone. And we can get that here as well. Now you'll see that some of the resources we had here before, now that we did a little building, APC says same as the hunter. Yeah, it's the same everywhere, man. It's just the nature of human beings, that you can pretty much guarantee that for 90 cool people you're gonna meet 10 douchebags. Alright, and that'll be enough of that to build our cook fire, and we're going to take some coal to fuel it up. APC says I play with a boy from USA, he's just a smart ass. Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of people like that too. And as well, being online, it makes people a lot braver than they would be normally. That they have that anonymity, that they think they can come across as a hard ass or a tough guy or whatever, when if you would see them pass them on the street, they'd be a total puss. There's our cook fire. Oh, that's why we're overloaded so bad. We got all this plant fiber. We can split half of that and drop half of that. And we're still encumbered. Okay. Yeah, I have a buddy of mine who's his two young boys. Man, they're online playing all the time. And I do give it up. I do give it up to them. The kids are pretty good. They're like all into the Call of Duty, like the zombies and all that crap. And while they do have some skill, it's just their attitude is hard, man. They are total little assholes online. They scream and rage and carry on at other people, and they're just royal little dickheads when it comes to being online. Well, they're pretty much that way in real life too, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, so we got our little cook fire here. We can just plop that down anywhere. But yeah, oh, it's ridiculous. They yell and scream and carry on, and everybody's a hacker. Hacker! And yeah, I can't even be around them. I can't even stand to be around them. That I just want to beat their ass for being little douchebags. Alright, so we got some food cooking. Now we did last time when we went into our camp, our NPC camp just over the hill. The first time we went in there, we took this thrall over here. He's just a level 1 fighter, and then we took this level 2 fighter. We did have a named thrall, which is a very good, very powerful thrall. But the damn decay rate, we waited 2 days for our thrall to finish up, and it decayed and disappeared on us just as the guy finished. But now this last time we went in there, we took a craftsman thrall, and it's random chance what you get. We did get an armorer, which will help us out a little bit, even though we're not making a whole lot of armor. It will still allow us some new recipes. APC says, but his mom heard him right taking his PS4 to his mom's car. Mom heard him taking his PS4. I'm sorry, oh funny. So he was talking shit and Mom took away the PS4? Am I understanding that correctly? That's hilarious when parents do that. They finally step in and be like, okay, enough, you're losing this thing. And I've even seen videos of big kids like 17, 18, 20 years old throw themselves on the ground and have royal little hissy fits like they were 5. It's really, really funny. Alright, we'll give this thrall, she's getting down there, we'll give her a little bit of gruel, keep her going, and we'll put the rest here, get this finished up. Yeah, he's still got probably about, he's an armorer 2, so he'll probably take another half hour to an hour to finish breaking him. And of course we have to build another armorer's bench because that was another one of our benches that disappeared because it was, we thought we'd be safe building on the ground. Wrong. You have to have all this stuff up on foundations. So we ended up losing an armorer's bench, we lost a tanner's bench, we lost a wheel of pain, like I said, with the name thrall. APC said her mom said to me, sorry about her son. Oh no, you're talking about the boy from USA when he was being an asshole and his mom overheard him. So he got busted. That is very, very funny. Oh my goodness. And she actually apologized for him. Well, that's cool. That's cool. You know, that it sounds like the mom is being responsible and you know, trying to break him of that crap. But and there are a lot of parents, they don't care. You know, the PS4, the game systems now are taking the place of the television. That they're an electronic babysitter. So as long as the kid's in their room and not bothering the parents, they don't care what they do. You know, it's sad, but it sounds like that mom is being pretty cool. She actually, you know, apologize, and I think she's probably going to be doing something to that boy. Oh, holy smokes, man. We ended up leveling up quite a bit. What level are we? We're now level 32. Man, we have not checked this in a while, so we got 26 points to spend. Now, our overall plan here with our attribute points, the big thing is vitality. We want to get to that 3rd perk and get the health regeneration. So we're going to put quite a few of those in there. There's our 2nd one. And yeah, we're just going to dump it all in there. So when we get to that 3rd perk, then we're not going to put any more points into the vitality. That will go back to strength. We'll put a little bit more into grit, and maybe 1 or 2 more into encumbrance, so we can wear the heavy armor and not be overloaded. So okay, yeah, let's get this bench working. We should have some iron bars in here. Yeah, we have a couple. We'll get them turned into the iron reinforcements. Because to make this, see, the stuff we built here that we're standing on now is only tier 1. Really cheap to make, but if you get attacked, it's pretty easy to break. So it gives you some defense, but not a whole lot. Now this stuff over here, you can see it's a bit different. This is tier 2 material, so it's a lot stronger and a lot more damage resistant, but you have to use more expensive materials. To make this stuff, it's just basic stone, basic wood, and boom, slap it together, you're done. But these, we need refined materials. So instead of stone, we have to process them and make bricks. Instead of wood, we have to have shaped wood, and then we have to add the iron reinforcements. But it pays off because, one, with these, like this tier 1 stuff, you get points for harvesting the wood, you get points for harvesting the stone, and you get a little bit of points for slapping them together. Okay? With the tier 2, we get the same points for harvesting the wood, we get the same points for harvesting the stone, but we also get more points for harvesting the iron. We get more points for processing the iron, more points for processing the stone, more points for processing the wood, and then even more points when we stick them all together into a building piece. So it does pay off for us in more ways than one. More protection, but also a lot more XP. So let's see, what do we need to do here now? We need to go get some more materials yet. Looks like we need to go get some wood this time. And we just want to keep those benches processing and keep them working. And they'll actually be making us XP. Like if you look here right now, up in the upper right, you'll see our encumbrance, our movement penalty, and our experience. And now that should be ticking up there because we do have iron. Yeah, there it just popped up a little bit. It's kind of slow because we only have one bench working, but you sit there and watch that and it will slowly, there it just popped up again, 10 more points. That's all free XP. That's all our materials in those benches working away. So in theory, if you are in a good spot where it's safe, there's no monsters really around you, and you have a lot of resources, you can theoretically go from level 1 to level 60 max without ever fighting anything. Just harvesting and crafting, and you can go up to max level. We did do a lot of that when we first started this stream. When we were low level, we did fight a couple monsters when we came in off the beach. But then after that, we got us up in a nice safe spot where there was no monsters around. We were just outside the maelstrom, so we didn't have to worry about taking damage from that. And all we did was harvest and craft. And we went from like level 10 to level 24 in, I think it was like 2 to 3 hours of like real time of playing. We really knocked it out. And then we decided to come on, move over here, and we got our thralls, which really helped us out to carry things and to fight for us. So then we started getting into combat, just because we wanted our thralls to get experience and get stronger. But in theory, we could have done this all on our own, no thralls, no nothing. And just, like I said, harvest and craft, and we could have gone to level 60. It would have taken a good long time, but, you know, it would have been free. So we're going to keep these benches loaded up, keep them working, and as soon as our wheel of pain over there is finished with our first craftsman thrall, Then we're going to go back. We're going to make another raid on our NPC camp over the hill and see if we can get us another craftsman. Hopefully it will not be another one that we already have. We got an armorer, so hopefully we'll catch us like a blacksmith or a smelter, something like that. It'll work on one of our other benches. And how is our thrall doing here? He's slowly progressing. The tougher the thrall that you get, the longer it takes. Like I said, we had that name thrall, which is very tough thrall. He was a fighter, and we waited 2 whole days for him to break. And just as he did, the bench decayed and disappeared. So that was a huge, huge disappointment. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, this one is finished. So we'll pick those up and drop them off. And which bench has our building materials? This one. Alright, now we got a fair number of bricks. There were 300 bricks, almost 300 shaped wood. And we have some more iron reinforcements working here. There we go. So now we'll have enough. We can at least make a couple more pieces. So it will take some time. Yeah, we're over encumbered. Yeah, we know. So let's go right up here. We're going to continue out with this wall a little bit. So we want to try and follow the terrain as much as we can. Let's see, so we're going to need some square blocks. And you can see here the sandstone foundation, that's our tier 1. Just take simple stone, simple wood. But when we get up to this, the stone brick foundation, that's the tier 2. It takes the brick, shaped wood, and iron. And yeah, we'll go ahead and craft all we can of those. And then there is also a tier 3 material that's even stronger yet. But we are not high enough level to get that just yet. And bingo. And we've got a little bit more wall. And now what we'll do on the outside, we put these at a certain height for a reason. You can adjust at what angle your pieces are at and what height as well, because we're going to take fence and put across that level and as well at the top. And the fence has spikes on them, so see, we can climb right up and get right over somebody's walls. But if we put the fence over it, then they take damage and fall down when they try to climb. And that'll keep them out. In fact, I do believe we have some fence over here. Yeah, we have a little bit. It's just type 1, but it will work for our purposes. Alright, we'll dump that stuff off. Dump that stuff off so we're not so damn slow. Okay, so let's go out here. We'll take a look at our wall, because you can attach fence to your foundation. See, we can't put it down here because it's not sticking up out of the ground enough. We can put one there, and then we can put one up top. So now we try to climb up. Yep, we took damage. Up, we took more damage, and we fall down. He said, why put in a double layer, just make sure Now no one can climb up here and get over our walls, and we'll do the same thing with a piece right here as well then. Now we do have to figure out something here, because you can, if you have enough stamina, climb all the way up over the gate, but there's things we can do about that too. We can take like a ceiling piece and put up here, and then we can put a fence up on top and make it totally proof of invaders. Okay. So let's see, how is our exile doing here? She is level 5. She's about ready to level up. So let's go do something a little more fun. Let's take her and go get her some experience. We'll get down the river here and kill us some gators. Get her leveled up a little bit, and as well we'll get us some more materials. AKA reptile hide. To make leather out of. As well, we want to check on our other neighbors here. We do have some other folks in the area, and we don't want them getting all up in our business. My stomach hurts. Okay. Take care of that quick enough. Refill our water skins while we're at it. Yes, we have this other little neighbor here to our south. Oh, and there's our alligator. Go kill him. No, we don't want you to move. We want you to fight. We want you to attack. And that was it. That's all we needed to get that follower to level up. But yeah, you can see this is another one of these goofballs. Oh, they just, of all the possibilities of things to build, all the work that game designers went into putting into allowing you to have freedom to build cool shit, they build these simple, freaking ugly ass boxes made all the same material. So it's like, you have all this architecture possible, and they make big square Walmarts. Okay, we're going to have some more gators right down here somewhere. Yeah, in fact, here they come. Probably a few of them. There's like 3 of them right there. So this ought to make for some good XP for us as well as our crowd. And as well, we want these resources. We want these hides. And here comes the daylight. Here comes the sunshine. Another gator. Yep. When you hear the doom music kick in, you know something's about ready to come with your ass. Let's see how our thrall's doing here. Holy smoke, she's up to 11 strength. That is excellent. Excellent. She gets like a 10% damage bonus just for her strength. For a follower, that is the key thing to get them. Strength followed by vitality. So they have a large health pool, large number of hit points. For an archer, it's accuracy. That determines your chance to hit, as well as damage with bow and melee or ranged weapons. Alright, again, we'll put her to work carrying our heavy stuff for us. Here's another gator. We'll send, try to send our thrall in here to attack. He's already coming after us. I want to see how she does just by herself. Okay, so we're just going to stand here and block. Oh, she's taking nice chunks off his health. Oh yeah, yeah, she took him down no problem by herself. Yeah, see now this one down here, and we're lagging out because he's got a big complex build up down here, this neighbor. See, he actually built something cool. What the hell, man? That is one major drawback right here of being on multiplayer, is the huge lag when you run into other people's stuff. Just this, because the computer has to render in everything, every building piece, every workbench, every thrall, every chest, all the contents. So it can be a pain. And this guy has a huge fortress built, but at least he's got something cool built. He took a little time, you know, made something with some style, some architecture, you know. He built something cool. I give it up to this fella. Or lady, we don't know who built this. But he's got statues built, like I said, real actual architecture. And then you have, you know, the goobers up the street here, building just big ugly wooden boxes. You know? I guess those would be the extremes when it comes to the building. But I think we did get our follower now. She should be, yeah, her strength just jumped up to 13. Wow, she's cranking it up there. And she is now level 7, and we almost went up a level as well. Alright, let's go see if we can get her to attack this gator by herself. Yeah, there we go. She should have no problem kicking his ass. Oh yeah, she's taking nice big chunks off. And she took only the tiniest bit of damage herself. Great. So let's take this material back up here. We have to build a new tanner's bench. That disappeared on us because of the shit decay rates. We'll check on that thrall in the Wheel of Pain, our craftsman. And if he's done, we'll go get us another one. Go have fun. We'll go do a little raid. Alright, come get some. Come get some. So in one-on-one combat, that short sword is wicked. It is one of the highest DPS weapons in the game for one-on-one combat. The daggers are also one of the highest DPS weapons, but it takes both hands. Oh shit, 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 run away, run away. That's a one skull boss, we cannot take him. You can see, look, he, like, in 2 quick little shots, he knocked the crap out of us. So we need to get the hell away from him, and we need to get our thrall the hell away from him. So we're going to keep telling her to move, 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 move up here by us. Yeah, he kicked the snot out of us. In 3 quick attacks, he took out 75% of our health. Okay, our thrall survived, and he's still coming. He is still coming. We gotta get going. We gotta get on out of here. Keep our thrall moving. Keep us moving. He should be quickly going back to. He's still chasing her. He should be going back to his spawn point. We don't want to go through all the stuff, all the bullshit we did to get that thrall and get her leveled up, get her armored up, get her weapons. And she made it. How bad did she get the snuck? Okay, she didn't take any damage. Good. Because it would have sucked to have lost her after all that we've been through. So while we have slowly been gaining in our level of being a badass, we are not that badass yet. Now when she's like level 10, level 15, has some heavy armor, has some steel weapons, then she'll be able to go in there and whoop some ass. She'll be able to kill that one skull boss by herself. But we're not there yet. Okay, one thing we did not do is we did not check our feat points. We did go up past level 30, so we should have unlocked the Riddle of Steel. Yeah, now we have unlocked a well, but now that we're in this island, we have water literally running all around us. We don't need that technology. We will need this fluid press to make oil. And right there, steel pick, steel hatchet, and steel sickle. We'll definitely need that. There is our larger wheel of pain. Now we don't really need the larger wheel of pain, but to have the stronger rawhide bindings and the iron truncheon would be very, very useful. They do a lot more concussive damage. When we go to knock someone out, we'll be able to knock them out a lot quicker. So we will go ahead and take that. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Okay. Sometimes the game glitches a little bit that it won't recognize that you selected it. Let's see, what else did we unlock? We also unlocked our improved benches. Let's see, to unlock all them, yeah, that's 7, that's 11 points. So that's 18 points total, 31 points. We unlocked our tier 3 building materials. We unlocked, that's only 6 for that bench, 12 for the improved fireball cauldron. But you can see it does unlock a lot. Look at all those special potions that you can unlock there. Wow. Sandstorm mask. We unlock some armor, which is not too bad. The Stygian Raider mask is pretty cool. That set is pretty cool. That, I believe, is considered a medium armor. And then you have the Raider armor. The only thing bad with that is one of the raw materials is, I believe, elephant hide. So it can be kind of tough to get that. And as well, it's very, very heavy. My goodness, you have to have a lot of points in your encumbrance just to be able to wear the armor. What else we got? Our steel skinning knife. We will go ahead and get that. A steel short sword, we will get that. Upgrade our weapons. Steel heater shield, we will go ahead and get that. And we actually did not need to unlock the steel tools because my technique is I only use iron. Just because it's a lot cheaper to repair, and if we put a efficiency kit onto iron tools, they will perform just as if they were steel tools. Let's see, we still have 49 points left. We won't want to spend them all. Now the improved armor's bench may be worthwhile because you can make some higher quality armor out of that. The improved furnace isn't really worth it to me, just because it just does the same stuff as the regular furnace, just faster, or it burns a little less coal. Same with the carpenter's bench. Now the tier 3 building materials, we may go ahead and get them just because of, where is it at? There is an iron reinforced door that we want to get. It's very, very strong. You can see you can unlock a lot of different building styles. That is one very cool thing about this game. You use all the same pieces, but you know, with different cosmetics, you can get some really cool, really interesting looking buildings. And we have someone in chat. Sorry, I just saw your chat there. Hellraiser 1218. Steel short sword is nasty. Yeah, when it first came out, I didn't think much of the short sword. I was like, you know, but then I figured out, you know, how to use it properly. And in one-on-one combat, that little thing is freaking wicked. I mean, really, it does some major damage very, very quickly. But if you get into two-on-one combat, or even 3-on-1 combat, then you're better off with like a mace. But for one-on-one, when you get that, when you figure out how to do that little combo right there, you can fuck somebody's day up. In fact, we're gonna go over the hill. We're not gonna take a thrall this time. But we are going to go raid the NPC camp over the hill just for some extra experience, a little more fun than just running around harvesting. And we can also raid their supplies. Last time we raided over here, we brought back like 100 steel bars, 30 or 40 iron bars, and as well as a few other useful items. Yeah, right here. Whap. Bap, 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 bap. Dead bitch. I would love to see him let you use a short sword, one in each hand. That would be totally awesome. I would give up a shield to be able to use a short sword in each hand. Boom, there we go. We leveled up. Excellent. So we'll go ahead and take our attribute points. And yeah, just enough to get up to the next perk. So we still want to go up one more perk in our vitality. to get that health regeneration, and then we're going to stop putting points into that. Said we may still put a little bit into grit, a little bit into encumbrance. The encumbrance is going to matter basically about our armor. Once we jump up to iron or heavy armor, we want to be able to wear that effectively. I remember an early game when I was still pretty new to this game, I made that Harcanian heavy armor that you use the elephant hide on. And man, that shit turned out to be so heavy that as soon as I put it on, I was encumbered. I couldn't even move. I was carrying nothing else but just wearing the armor, and I was completely encumbered. I couldn't believe how heavy it was. Whoop. And I'm trying to practice combat without using that that target lock, because especially with the short sword, whenever you get you unlock reptile armor. I don't think I have unlocked reptile armor yet. That's not one that you get in your normal feats, is it? Do you have to find a recipe for that? Let's go straight to armor here. Let's see, we have the basic, you know, Lasipta cosmetic pieces here. That's Catan, Guardian. That's all DLC content. Yeah, this was the one that was so heavy. It was the Hykernian Raider gear. You unlock reptile armor, kill the abyssal creature. No, we haven't done that one yet. We haven't done that just yet. Yeah, that's one thing I need to do a little more research into, is finding all the places where the recipes are. Okay, there we got one triggered, two triggered. He's going to be an asshole with that spear. Oh yeah, two down just that quick. They drop anything different? Oh, they dropped a little bit of dye. Okay, we heard somebody, and I guess they're not coming after us. He didn't really drop anything good. Let's see what's in these chests. Anything decent? Oh, there's some... That's steel bars. Ooh, take that. What's in here? More steel bars and some iron. And a couple pieces of the... Ooh, what's that? We'll take that. Basic materials in there. There's some steel. Is that thick leather? We'll take that too. There's our name thrall. We had him before and had him in a wheel of pain. Waited 2 whole days of real time for him to break. And then the game decided to destroy and decay my wheel of pain with him on it. With one blow. Last time we had Nos, the murderer.
I never.
He dropped a medium set. Man, what are we taking damage from? There's somebody still firing arrows at us or something. D4 on the map. Take a bow when you go. Very easy. Oh, excellent. Thanks for the advice, man. Definitely, we'll check that out. The only thing that'll hurt me with that is I don't have any points in accuracy right now. But we can grab up a archer thrall from down here and train them up and take them along with us to help us out too. There's some more. Is that breathing potion? So we'll take all that free thick leather we can get our hands on, surely. Oop, I did not want to take those shit arrows. Uh-oh. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we finish up this, these couple guys here in chest, and we'll take a look at the map and see where you're pointing me to. Ooh, alchemical base. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll chug another potion. And yeah, let's get on out of here now, I think. Anything left in here? Yes, there's some iron. There's some thick leather. And some steel. And we're over encumbered, that's alright. We have a thrall healer that'll carry some stuff for us. So we'll go ahead and drop that. It's not that great, it's only medium. Witchfire powder, that's always awesome to find. Hellraiser says don't need it, just got to shoot a few... Oh, a few plates. Oh, okay, okay, so it's not like getting into like combat with a boss. Okay, let's take a look at our map here. Well, before we zoom in, let's see. D4. Oh, so we're down in here in the islands. And... D4? That is what you said. D4 on the map. That's out in the ocean. Yeah, A, B, C, D. D4. Okay. The dregs. In the dregs. Okay. Oop, wrong button. My stomach hurts. Alright, so let's take this stuff back to our base and see what we ended up with. You on the expansion pack? Yeah, I'm on Isle of Sipta. I mean, obviously. But I haven't really bought too much of the DLC. Is that what you need? DLC? Because a lot of that I didn't buy just because it was just new building sets mostly. Okay, here we go. No, have to be on the first map. Oh, in the exiled lands. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, we're on the Alicipta. We're not in the exiled lands on with this one. We'll definitely go check that out, though. Yeah, because the dregs. You were saying the dregs, and I'm like, man, that sounds so familiar. I should know where that's at. But yeah, no, if it's in the exiled lands, then that makes perfect sense. Okay, we don't have any lumber at all. No normal lumber. Okay, that is all done. I gotta unequip it before I can repair it. Everything else is pretty good. Okay. And okay. Alright, let's check on our craftsman thrall here. And he is still working away. He's still got quite a while to go yet. That sucks. Alright, we do need, we need 100 wood to build the tanner's bench. So we can strip down those reptile hides. And I'm already over encumbered. Come here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Hellraiser teaches glowing shit, reptile armor, a few weapons. Okay. Yeah, now that's definitely ringing a bell. The one armor I like in the exiled lands is when you get the, what is it, the hyena armor. You go up and you raid that one camp up by the pit. And you get the hyena armor. Man, that is some very cool looking. I believe it's considered medium armor. Okay, now we can make our tanner's bench again. That was one of the other items that disappeared on us. You know, silly me. You know, I've only been playing this game since it was in pre-release. And you could always just build shit right on the ground. But now, apparently, you can't. It has to be on foundations. There, tanner's table. That's what we want. Where? Here, actually, give me a minute, and I will switch over to a. I'll switch over to a game that's in. It's in the back in the exiled lands, and we'll show you. Okay. All right. My screen may go blank for a few moments, but don't worry, I'm still here. We'll be right back. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, let's go to single player. And yeah, we'll just do new in the exiled lands. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll go God mode. It's actually pretty easy to find once you know where it is, but there is a pretty decent sized NPC camp that you gotta fight your way through. It will just take me a moment or two I'll have to throw a character together. But it doesn't really matter what they look like. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Finalize. Yeah, that's fine. Skip. I'm playing on Xbox. I still remember one of the first games I played on this. We didn't know anything. Like I said, the game was in pre-release, and I actually died the first time I played from food poisoning. I ate raw food and died of food poisoning. I was so embarrassed. Okay, we'll go to God mode and no sprint cost. Oh. And we can teleport. Okay, so let's open the map. Okay, first place we're gonna go is wrong button, my bad. Is to the Sentinels. You have that on Xbox. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, as I always know, because the Sentinels are a very, very easy landmark to find. And as well, one of my favorite places to build here in at least early game is right up above this big lake where the big tree is. Yeah, I like to build right up here at this big tree. It's a nice big flat area. You have a lot of resources around. You have water close by. Okay, so let's take a look at the map and zoom in here. Okay, from the Sentinels, you come up, and then we're going to go up over the hill here, where all the iron and everything is, and then here is this one NPC camp where you get the witch doctor. How do you get God mode? You have to first off, you have to make yourself an admin. And this only works on single player. This does not work on multiplayer or anything like that. But if you go into your regular settings and then go all the way to the right to the server settings, right here under general, make me admin. And that's the first step you have to do. And then once you are become an admin, then you go back out, and you do not have to put a admin password or anything like that. Just leave that all blank. Okay? So make yourself an admin, and you go back, and now you have a new selection here, admin panel. And when you choose admin panel, now you can do all kind of stuff. You can add to your encumbrance. You can heal yourself. You can give yourself feat points. You can level up. You can cloak to where you're in like hidden, invisible. There's demigod mode and god mode. The difference being in god mode, you don't get hurt, and when somebody attacks you, you don't react. Like, you don't stagger or anything. But when you're in demigod mode, you don't get hurt, but if somebody smacks you, you like, you like, you know, you get thrown backwards, or what have you as if you're in real combat, but you still don't take any damage. So you still react as if you're being attacked, but you don't get hurt in demigod, and in god mode just it does nothing. You can also turn off hunger and thirst. You can, you know, add to your food and water. You can also do, one of the things I like to do is you can set the time of day for dusk, noon, or dawn. I'll set it for noon, and then I'll freeze it. So now night won't happen. Now it will be perpetually noon. No shit, oh yeah, you didn't know any of this? Oh, you can do some serious crazy shit. Okay? That's just on the left side of the admin panel. You go over here to the right, and here is every item in the game. Is that how you transport? Yeah. See, now if we look at the map, down at the bottom there it has A, add new marker, back, zoom in, zoom out, and now it has Y, admin teleport. You take your cursor, like here, we'll jump up to the top of this hill, and hit Y, and you teleport. And it will take a second, but now we'll reappear right at the top of the hill. And there we are. And it looks like we're in a rock. There we go. See, now we're God. They will not hurt us. We don't react. Nothing. Okay? If we go in admin and change that to demigod, or demigod, however you want to say it, and remove the god part, we still don't get hurt, but we'll like stagger back and things like that, as if we, let's go where he'll, see, we stagger a little bit and we get thrown around. Yeah, see, but we still don't take any damage. So that's the big difference between demigod and god. Okay, so yeah, that's the left panel. Okay, now we go back in admin, and over here is everything in the game, all your resources, and there are huge lists of them. All your gear, including all the legendary weapons, armor, everything. It's like we can go in here and we'll get us something decent. We'll take this Lemurian Trident. And boom, there it's in our inventory. Now, bitch. Now we can kill this guy. We're not doing great damage because we're still low level and we haven't put up our strength yet. Let's see, what else can you do in admin? Okay, yeah, you have all your resources, and you can search just for like stone or whatever. But if you go down here and just click this once for stone, you get +1 stone. If you hold the left trigger, it says spawning max stack down at the bottom, and click, now you get a full stack of 1,000. And you can do that with everything: wood, branches, steel, coal, ironstone, and I mean the list is ridiculous. It goes on and on and on. So that's where the search button comes in handy. I mean everything, even the stuff from the new, the decayed Eldarium, all that stuff. Hide, thick hide, reptile hide, everything. And then you have your gear, all your armor, weapons, tools. You have all your building materials, placeables, statues, signs, building pieces, and again, there are your benches. And then you have other, which is food, potions, animals. You can spawn animal companions in here. APC says, I got stomach pain from Jim Beam. Oh yeah, it's rough on your belly. It is rough on your belly. You can get, like, when you're gonna do an animal companion, you have to watch, because there is the wild animals and then there's the tamed animals. Let's get the one here where we can show the difference. Okay, you can get the little cubs and the eggs that you put into the animal pens. Oh, fireball. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of the cinnamon. That cinnamon shit, that's hard on your belly. There's a bunch more food. And then here you see tame scorpion. Those will be your buddies. The regular ones will attack you. So if you want an animal companion, you want to find something tamed. But there's everything in here. And like I said, there is a search bar. You can check that out. Then you have the middle panel. There's all your NPCs everywhere in the game. Everybody. Okay? Now, if you just go and you select one, like this accursed armor, it will pop them in front of us as a hostile. Okay? They will want to fight us. And so we'll have to take our bludgeon or cudgel or whatever they call it, truncheon, that's it, and we'd have to knock them out. Okay, but if you go down right below here and click this button, this little box, spawn as converted thrall item. Now we go and we click that. Now we have the already converted thrall in our inventory. That works for craftsmen. That works for name thralls, fighters, archers, everything. And if you want to get like the ultimate thrall in the game that you cannot normally get, is you go here, again, make sure you have that box clicked that they're converted, and type in one word up here. WITCH. And you want the Witch Queen. I believe it's the Witch Queen. I always forget, so I take, is this the witch and the Witch Queen? Yeah, is this the witch? She's a craftsman, but yeah, this Witch Queen right here. Wait do you see this crazy? A unique thrall. She starts with 55,000 health points and only goes up, and she's only level 1, level 0. 55,900 health. She starts off 15 vitality, 30 survival. She is like the ultimate thrall in the game. And so far, she's like the only one that I've seen. The only way that you can get her is to have to use the admin panels. But yeah, here, we'll send her. Now, she doesn't have any food, so she's not going to want to heal. So we can have her fight. Oh, we're God. We can stand here and take it. And she'll just kick the shit out of him. And take, like, no damage. But yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff. So yeah, you can change a lot of your personal stuff and some of the game stuff on the left. The middle is all your NPCs, and then the right is all your items. Have fun playing with that, man. I'm sure that just opened up a whole new world for you. But back to our hyena armor. Okay, so we're going to come up from the sentinels. Okay, past the big lake with the three-skull alligator, and straight up over the hillside, which that is right over here. Okay, you come right up over this hillside, and right over there is where that giant three-skull scorpion boss is. And then there's a Dafari camp right over there. But we're gonna come up and follow this around. Do I have to start a new game? No, you can go in there anytime, anytime, and trigger that admin. So we're gonna follow this around. This is a pretty big landmark too. This camp. We'll get close enough to discover the name. But this is where you can find the Witch Doctor Thrall. What is the name of this place? I forget a lot of the names. So you can see we're still getting like thrown around as if we were getting attacked, but we're not taking any damage. But I forget the name of this place. Is it on the map now? The summoning place. Okay, yeah, that's a very, Okay, so now we can go into our admin panel, and we can become invisible.
I will feast upon you.
Now, invisible, we cannot even see ourselves. But if we take, not player list, if we go to become cloaked rather than invisible, we can see ourselves, but the enemy can't see us. See, they don't react to us at all. But we'll go to the summoning place, and now we're going to follow this up around. Right up on this little bluff is another cool spot to build. It's a nice big flat area, but you don't have any water. There's a little Dafari camp, and then this is the other big landmark on the way. This is, I think, the pit or something like that. There's an obelisk here, and if we're on the map, it's right here. Just to the north, and a little bit to the east of the summoning place. And where we're going to go, we want to go right up in here, this little gap. Says, add me as a friend on Xbox, I'll play with you. Is your name the same as this, Hellraiser1218? Yeah, the sinkhole, that's the name of it, not the pit. And here's one of the obelisks. Yeah, okay. All right. After we finish up this episode, I'll do that. Okay. So we went from the summoning place to the pit, or the sinkhole rather. Okay, and we're actually going to take and I don't know. We should be able to break her bonds, because we don't want to carry it. We don't want her fighting everything. Stand guard, stop following. Okay, that's fine. Because she's not invisible. Whatever thing effects you put on yourself only affect you. Okay, so we're up to the sinkhole, and we're going to follow it. Go up along this north, you'll see these line of stones here. There's also this undead camp down here. We want to go right up to this little gap. Yeah, these guys down here can be pretty tough, but they're good to farm XP when you're tough enough. Okay, this is the little gap we want, and like I said, that's right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to travel over, I believe it's to here, and we'll start going up switchbacks. We're going to end up right up on top of here, this NPC camp. Okay, so we go through this little gap. There's basically a road there. You can see the trail already going up. And we're just going to follow this trail up here. It'll switch back and forth a couple times. Whoop. A little bit of lag there. Okay, and here we come to the edge of this camp. Scoundrels Gateway. Yeah, right here. So you can see it's very close to that little gap. Now you do have to kind of fight your way through there. There'll be these couple guys right here. Okay. But we want to go on up here. You can see there's, what, 1, 2, 3 guys. 4. And she's only a 1. She's only tier 1. This guy is a tier 3. So you can see there's a few tough ones up in here. Or tougher. There's a cook. Okay. But the thing we want to find, we come up right up through here, and the thing that we're looking for is right over here by these cages. You got me wanting to go play COD. Yeah, dude, it is fun. It is fun. And then you can also go in and change a lot of the server settings too. We see this right here. This is what we came for. Press X to interact. That is actually what the jackal helmet looks like. Or not the jackal, the hyena. And boom, learned hyena for armor and hyena for epic. And to show you what that stuff looks like, we'll go search for hyena. Yeah. And that'll be under gear. Yeah. There's the helmet, the chest piece, the gloves, the wrap, and the boots. And then you can still take and use dye on these and make them look really, really cool. And I believe it is medium armor. Mid-grade medium, yeah. 38 armor value for the helmet, 67 for the chest, 20 for the gloves, and you can still take the armor kits that you make in the Tinker's Bench, like the armor plating and stuff like that, and add on to this to increase that. But yeah, how badass is that thing looking? And that's all you got to do to get that one. What other ones are there? You probably know the what is it, the Defari one? There's the one you get. Let's jump back. Let's jump back down here to the Sentinels. No, I don't want that. I want that. We're going to jump back down here to the Noob River. Yep, here we are. Okay, now if we look at the map, like I say, you probably know about this one already. But if you follow the Noob River up here to the left, you know there's that encampment right here at the end. But you can also learn some Defari weapons and armor there. Let's jump up there. We'll show you where that one is real quick. It's really easy to find. Okay, so yeah, we come up all the way up to the end of the river here. Ah, shit, I hit the wrong button. My bad. My bad. I was trying to center the map on me and I teleported. So my mistake there. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, we jumped way the hell gone down in there. Okay, we want to teleport right to there. That's where the abysmal creature is. At the end of the river here. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you have to go down. You have to lure that guy into the building and then murder him so his blood gets over the thing and opens the doorway down. Yeah, I've done that before. Okay, we're lagging out just here a little bit. But yeah, there's free armor and weapons up here too. Okay, we're going to go in this camp. And literally right in the camp. You see there's the first things. Go right to this bench. Right there. That like mace looking thing made out of a skull or jaw. Defari weapons. Yeah. Yeah, I've been up in here. It took me when the game first came out, when I first started playing this, and you came up in here, it didn't do anything. They hadn't had the dungeon finished yet. But yeah, you lure a guy in here, and you have to kill him on this, and it opens up the spiral staircase. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What other free armor and weapons can you get in here? I know there's another set, and it is up. It's up in this area, but I'm not exactly sure where. It's been a while. So we're going to jump into the right part of this camp. Now there is a way you can kind of like sneak in and not really have to fight too much, because some of these guys are tough, and then you have like the were creatures in here too that are pretty tough. Okay, yeah, here's the big... Is this the big camp? Yeah. Okay. We'll take a look at it from the front. I think this is how we get in here. Said since Isla Sipta came out, I've been playing the shit out of that. And not so much, on the exiled lands. The den, yeah, this is the place. And it is lagging just a little bit. Don't matter if you're God, yeah, this is true. But down in here, normally you come in here from the left. if you're coming up from the south. But yeah, there's the were creatures. And if you will go up, yeah, I think it's in here somewhere. Let's see, there's the amphitheater. Oh man, it's been a while. Right, what was that? What was that? What was that? X to interact. Dogs of the Desert Banners as a feat. Let me run around in here a moment and refresh my memory of where this stuff is.
Huh?
There's some ghosts teaching a dance. Learn belly dance just by standing there. We didn't even have to do anything. Is it here? No. I thought it was down here in this amphitheater, but apparently I'm wrong. Just broke both legs, yeah. You can actually hear them crunch. See, because before I remember they showed you how to sneak in. Was you came in around here. Was it in this camp? I think it was. I think he climbed up. He climbed up this stuff and went across. It was up high. Oh, shit. But then there was also something else. There was one, it was up on one of the scaffoldings. I think there was recipes for cooking, but that's not the one I was remembering. There was another spot where you had the one outside guard camp, and if you went up around the corner, then there was another like a witch doctor type, and you fought him and killed him, and he gave you something too. Where was that at? Okay, this is obviously too far. They may have changed it around a little bit since I last played it. Yeah, this is too far. Yeah, I do believe they've changed this around a little bit. Yeah, my memory's failing me. I apologize for that, but there was something else up in here. I know it. Maybe we didn't go far enough. Wow, they did change this around a bit. Huh. Yeah, this is different from the last time I was down here. So yeah, my apologies on that one. But at least we found you a couple cool things to find. See, look, he's wearing, or she, they're wearing the set right there. I think if you kill these ones, I think they might give you something. Let's try it. What do you drop? Nothing exciting. And he doesn't drop anything exciting. Crunch, both legs broke again. Alchemist. Yeah, I cannot for the life of me remember exactly where that was, so I apologize for that, but there's a couple of them you can find up in here that are really cool. But back to the settings. Like, even when you just go to normal settings, like when you're going to first make yourself an admin, okay? You can make yourself an admin, but you can also go into like your XP progression. Like the day and night cycle, I really don't mess with. I don't mess with those settings. Your survival, stamina cost, how thirsty you are, drop equipment on death, combat damage. One thing that I'll change in this one is your durability. If you set that to 0, then all of your tools, all of your weapons will last a very, very long time. You won't have to repair your weapons all the time, or your tools. What else is in here? Your harvesting. That's one thing I'll take and turn that down to well, you can go to 0.1. Your item spoil rate, because it sucks when you go and kill a bunch of deer and get yourself a nice big stack of like steak. You come back the next day, it's all fucking rotten. That sucks. So I turn that spoil rate way down, and then your food lasts a lot longer. You can set how much you get with a harvest whenever every swing you take on a stone. Like, you can double it, triple it, quadruple it. How fast resources respawn. Your crafting, how quick it takes. You can reduce it down to where you're crafting stuff out, just boom, 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 boom. Another one I changed is the fuel burn time. I'll take and max that out. So now, like in your furnace, one piece of coal will last 10 times longer. You put a full stack of coal in there and you're good for days. You can also adjust how much it costs. Like normally, excuse me, normally to make a normal furnace it's 500 stone. You go there, now it's 250 stone. Now it's 50 stone. But you got to be careful you don't fuck yourself, because you can make it right there 1,000 stone. 2,000 stone. So you got to be careful that you can mess yourself up too. But you can hit X and restore all your defaults if you accidentally mess something up. Wait, let's go back there. There's more. Wrong button, my bad. Okay, we're in settings and server settings. Let's see, that was crafting. Abandonment, that's one that I always check. disable building abandonment. So then that way, whenever you build something, you don't have to worry about it decaying. You can build something one day, come back a month later, come back 6 months later, all your shit will still be there. Same way with your thralls, they won't decay if those are checked. You can turn on and off the purge and set different variables with how tough the purge is, you know, how long it lasts, that kind of stuff. Another good one to change here is your pet and hunger. Your animal pen crafting time, turn that all the way down to nothing. You put a baby foal in a stable now, and literally, I think it's like 5 seconds, it's a full-grown horse. Again, and then your food container, if you use that, where you put all the food into the one container to feed everybody, you want that range to be as much as you can, so you don't have to build 5 of them. You can just build 1, and everybody can eat from that. Then you also have one for the maelstrom to enable or disable the maelstrom, and to change different variables in that. And all this stuff here you can set just in change in just the settings without being an admin. But again, it's only on your single player. Can you make them naked? See, with that's a little different, because for me, I cannot have naked. I don't have, that's a separate patch. It's a separate part of the program. I bought this game when it was in pre-release, and that naked patch didn't even exist. So you have to have that as part of the game before you can do that. Now, I do believe if you go under, back to your server settings, under General, yeah, here, maximum nudity. See, for me, I just have none or partial, because I bought this game before the full nudity was even a thing. But you can set the maximum nudity. And you can also enable or disable the sandstorm, ignore containers, ignore ownership, so anybody can get into like each other's stuff. Like if you're playing with your buddies on co-op mode, then you want to have some of these turned off so you can all use the same chest, dump all your stuff in the same chest, you know, build on the same buildings, everything like that. And then, like I said, you have your progression, which is all your XP for how much you get. You get just for XP for just existing, that's your time multiplier. How much experience you get for killing something, harvesting things, and crafting things. Like I said, the day and night cycle I normally don't piss with, because I go into the admin panel and go down here and just freeze the day. And you can also freeze the sky too, so it will stop the sandstorm. But yeah, you can do tons and tons of shit. Literally. Like the resources, it's a huge list of resources. The gear is just insane. I mean, it's just huge lists of gear, armor, weapons, everything. You can get the recipes, all that stuff in here, like in the, if you go to the Forgotten City in the library, and you get those scrolls, you can get all those scrolls in here. You can spawn them in too. But man, it's just so much gear. Same with the gear, the buildings. They're just huge. Oop. Up, come on now. Huge list of stuff. These are like were hyenas. Let's see what he drops. Nothing. So I hope that helped you out. And it was cool to meet you, Hellraiser. I think we're going to go ahead and end up this stream, or end up this episode. Just because we have been at it for 2 hours. We're going to take a little break. So it was cool meeting you, cool chatting with you. I was glad we could show you a little bit of stuff that I know. I'm not going to try to say I know everything, because that's far from the truth. But if I do know a little and I can share it, then I'm doing a good job. So you can check us out on Twitch. We have our past episodes on Twitch. I'm still just a little guy on Twitch, so they only keep my videos for 2 weeks. I do have a YouTube channel that's linked on my Twitch. It's also called Gray Hair Gamer, and we have all our past episodes there. And if I was actually considering maybe ending this Conan Exiles stream because we weren't getting many views, and even on YouTube we were getting a couple views, but we weren't getting any thumbs up or even comments. So not just to you, but to anybody out there that's watching, if you do want to see me continue with Conan Exiles, please go to YouTube. Leave a comment in one of the videos saying, keep on going. Or you can whisper me on Twitch and say, yeah, hey, I like this content, keep going. And I will gladly do so. I will gladly do so. So, for now, like I said, Hellraiser, good to meet you, buddy. Yeah, I will go and add you here in just a couple moments. I don't want to give out my Xbox account name just to all of YouTube, so if you get a friend request in about 5 minutes, you'll know it's from me. So to you, to any other new viewers we may have had today, to any of our returning viewers, thank you all so much. We could not have this channel, we could not bring you this content if it weren't for your support. So please check us out on the Twitch, check us out on the YouTube. We do also do a second stream for a Hunter Call of the Wild game. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good hunting game, and we go out there and we blast away on white-tailed deer, on moose, a lot of fun stuff. So until next time, keep on thriving, surviving, and dominating exile. Keep on owning those exiled lands. Keep on kicking ass in the Isle of Sipta, and we will catch you next time. Thanks so much. And thanks for the compliment there, Hellraiser. We'll get you added in just a moment. So take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.